Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Jalen DeLance with Mastery Gains, and y'all already know what it is. It's part 2 of my vlog. I put part 1 in the description. Be sure to check that out. It shows my full day of eating. I show you how I count calories. I show you some of my favorite foods to eat when I'm trying to burn fat. As y'all know, I'm cutting right now. I'm trying to cut about 10 pounds, get my abs back. And this video is going to show you my process for doing that in terms of eating. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the workout surrounding that full day of eating, which features a full upper body workout. A full upper body workout featuring chest, back, shoulders, and arms, a few supersets, and even some heavy sets, man. So yeah, I think y'all really going to love this video. I'm going to throw in a lot of tips and just kind of walk y'all through the process of this full upper body workout. And as y'all know, I'm on a upper lower split right now. So I'm doing upper body twice a week and I'm doing legs twice a week. And if you want to know more about my split, you can also see that in the full day of eating video. So be sure to check that video out, man. It's got a lot of content in it, a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. And I look forward to keeping these videos going and dropping another vlog, man. I love vlogging, showing y'all my day, and just providing y'all more insight into the things that I do. But anyways, let's get into today's video. A full upper body workout. I did this at the One Fitness in Houston, Texas. It was maybe like 2 people in the gym. So I had to wear my mask. So if y'all see the mask and it's an eyesore, just, you know, anyways. Let's get into the video. Elevate every day. Let's get it. Now, if you are not subscribed to this channel, or if you haven't liked this video yet, do that right now. Pause the video. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. Send me some engagements, because the engagement really drives my content and it also keeps me motivated to keep releasing videos. But honestly, I'm going to release these videos anyway, because even if I can only just help one person, that's really all that matters to me. But let's get into the workout. I started out with I actually started out with 15 minutes on an incline treadmill, like walking, incline walk for 15 minutes. And then I went into this band work, and this is like a pretty medium resistance band. And here I'm just trying to get my shoulders loose. I have a injured right rotator cuff, so sometimes it bothers me, but doing this band work really helps to get loose before I do any type of upper body movement. So yeah, I did this. I didn't really count the reps or anything. I just do it until I feel like my shoulders are warmed up, the joints are feeling lubricated, and I feel like I can get a good range of motion out of my shoulders. So I did the around the whirls to really take my shoulders through the full range of motion. And then I did some band pull-aparts, which is going to engage those right delts to really just help get an effective workout. Because if you're like me and you sit down all day, you're always in that forward position. And whenever you're in that forward position, it's really going to activate your chest. And it just makes your chest really tight. So doing those band pull-aparts and those around the whirls is really going to get those muscles that's really tight loose and help you get a really effective upper body workout, specifically for chest or shoulders. Now getting into the actual workout, the primary workouts, we started out with some cable crossovers, supersetted with some straight arm pull downs. And with this being an upper body day, primarily focused on the chest and the back, which are the bigger upper body muscles, I wanted to make sure I first pre-exhausted those muscles, but also engaged those muscles before I got to my compound lifts. So here you see me start with some isolation movements, 4 sets of 15 of some cable crossovers. And the reason I do the crossover is pretty much just to get a full range of motion on the chest and just squeezing at the bottom of each rep. And that's, if you do that for a warm-up or for a finisher, it's really you're gonna get a really good pump, and you're really gonna break down those muscle fibers of the chest in a way that you can't do with a bench press or a dumbbell press. So we started out with 4 sets of 15 on the cable crossovers, and then without any rest in between, we went straight to the straight arm pull downs, 4 sets of 12. And I'm just gonna say my form on these weren't the best. And if you as you watch right now, you can tell that I'm really just trying to improve my form with each rep. So you see me moving a little bit, just trying to get that sweet spot. And anytime you're lifting weights, man, feel out the reps. Don't just lift the weight, feel it out. Make sure you feel the muscle working. And if you can't feel the muscle working, then maybe you need to make an adjustment. Everybody's gonna have a different stance, a different form. Everybody's gonna look different doing different workouts, because our body types are all different. So make sure you can feel the muscle working, and if you can't, you need to make some changes to your form to make sure you get the most out of the workout. So that was the pre-exhaust / my muscle engagement sets of cable crossovers and straight arm pull downs. And now that we've warmed up the chest and the back, and now that we engage the chest and the back, we can move on to our compound movements, with our first compound movement being the barbell row. And I would say this is one of the more harder compound movements, just because it just takes a lot of stability. It takes good form, and it's a really challenging workout. But with good practice, you can get good at it, and the results you get from a barbell row are going to be pretty fast, I would say, because the mass building you get from a barbell row is pretty much unlike any workout, except for maybe a deadlift or a weighted pull-up. But many people aren't doing weighted pull-ups. So, but here we're still in our warm-up set. This is the second warm-up set. I started with the bar, and then I slapped on some 25 on each side for my 2 warm-up sets. And the one thing I want y'all to take note of for your warm-up sets is that on your warm-up sets, even if the weight is really light, treat it as if it's heavy. This is going to get your mind ready for that heavy weight. So if you have the light weight that you're using for your warm-up, if you treat it like it's light and just really don't pay attention to the warm-up, you're not going to be ready for the heavy weight. But if you treat that heavy weight, if you treat those 2 25s on there like if you treat those 2 25s on each side like it's 3 45s on each side, that's going to really improve your mind muscle connection and the engagement you get from the workout. So take those warm-up sets seriously, feel the muscle out, feel the rep, get the blood pumping to the muscle, and squeeze on each rep, specifically for that. So yeah, we coming out the shirt, man. You know your boy got to come out the shirt. I like to layer up in the gym. People always make fun of me for it, but I think it's cool, man. You come out the shirt, get a little flex on. It's just a lot of good physiological, I think that's right, physiological benefits. Pretty much, man, doing some power poses before your set is going to really boost your mental capacity for lifting a heavy weight. But this is only 135, but being that I haven't been in the gym as much lately, 135 was my working weight of the day, and I did it for 3 sets of 10. And one thing about the barbell row is it's going to tax your lower back, and a lot of people complain about this, but I think if you place it at the right time in your programming, you can really get a lot out of it, especially for your lower back. If you're trying to build those erectors up and get a smaller looking waist, the barbell row is really going to build the muscles of that lower back and make it strong. So I highly recommend barbell rows. So after my 3 sets of 10, especially when I'm cutting, this is something I do. I'll throw in a power set, and what this is pretty much just to check to see how strong you are. So I picked up this weight, 185. I knew I wasn't going to get more than like 5 reps, but I wanted to make sure that my body knew that keeping the muscle is important, even though I'm on a cut. So even though I only got 5 reps, and these were some gruesome reps, this is going to be good long term, because some people make the mistake of lifting too light when they're cutting. Whenever you cutting, don't lighten the weight, because when you lighten the weight, you're pretty much telling your body that it doesn't need the muscle that you've worked so hard for. So still lift heavy. I don't recommend lifting in the 5 rep range, at least not for your primary sets, for your working sets. But every once in a while, maybe every 3 to 4 weeks, throw in a heavy set, maybe a 3 to 5 rep set, maybe even a 1 rep set. I mean, it's pretty much up to your programming, but I always throw in a 1 to 5 rep set every 3 to 4 weeks on my compound movements, just to make sure that my body knows to keep that strength, and also to make sure I'm not losing too much muscle during my cut. So, but after those barbell rows, we went on to some dumbbell chest press, flat bench style, and you will see throughout this video, and these are the only 2 movements, but I'm showing you my warm-up sets because I want y'all to see the difference between a warm-up set and a working set. Sometimes I'm in the gym, I see people go straight to their working set, which I don't know. I don't really know how they do it. It's not really ideal, because unless you're just going for straight out strength, you're not really going to engage the muscle unless you warm it up properly. So here I did about 2 to 3 warm-up sets. I think I just showed 2. My working set is actually with 80s, so I wanted to touch the 70s before I got to the 80s to see how those were going to feel. And as I'm doing each warm-up set, I'm just thinking about getting my form right, feeling the muscle working, get my breathing right, and just trying to build up to that working set to get the most out of it. So when you're on these warm-up sets, man, once again, take the warm-up seriously, and the more serious you take your warm-up sets, the more you're going to get out of your working sets. And as far as rep ranges for warm-up sets, it just kind of depends on how you feel. Some days I might only do 5 reps on my warm-up sets, but some days I may do 10 to 15. It just depends on how warm you need to get. You should do those warm-up sets for as many reps as you need to get that muscle warm and to get it engaged for the day. So here we are at our working set finally. And you know, it takes a lot of patience on the warm-up set because you really just want to get in there and get that heavy weight, man. But here's the working set. I use some 80-pound dumbbells for three sets of 8. And as you can see, I'm taking off my mask because honestly, man, with that mask that I have, it's pretty hard to breathe. And there wasn't anybody in the area, so I took the mask off just for this set. And this was a 3x8, so it was pretty heavy. But once again, I went through a really good warm-up, so I was pretty much already ready for this weight. And if you're looking at my form, you can tell that, you know, I'm pretty much just executing based off of the warm-up sets. And my form was a little shaky on these dumbbells just because my stabilizers have still been developing, being that I've been at the gym for so long due to, you know, everything that's going on in the world. But I really pushed through this set for 8 reps, and that last rep, man, that last rep was really tough. But your boy knocked it out for, you know, 3 sets of 8. Very solid work. And after that dumbbell flat bench press, we moved on to our second back movement of the day, which is an underhand pull down. And I recommend anybody who's looking to develop their back to incorporate some type of underhand work. Don't just do overhand work, do some underhand work. Even some neutral grip work is going to be good, but underhand grip is underrated. I really like it because it really hits that middle back, and it hits the muscle on a different angle that you're not going to get with your traditional workouts. And this was a 4x10. I would say this was pretty easy. Pull downs are pretty easy for me since I do a lot of pull-ups. So yeah, I really enjoyed the underhand movement. It felt really great, and I got a really good contraction from the back. And after that, we supersetted those underhand pull downs with 4 sets of 12s, rear delt rows. Now this is a workout I highly recommend for everybody, mainly because most people have underactive rear delts, and you're gonna have a really tight chest if you sit down a lot, or if you just use a cell phone a lot, or if you drive a lot. If you do if you do a lot of forward, if you sit down a lot and you have a lot of forward posture, you're gonna have a really tight chest, and these rear delt rows are really gonna help that. So make sure you get those into your programming also. Now moving on to the shoulder portion of this workout, we have shrugs. I did 225 for 3 sets of 8. And I mean, shrugs isn't a really complicated workout. A lot of people like to say that the only thing you have to worry about is getting your shoulders to your ears. But one thing I would say that I see a lot of people doing in the gym is just going too fast on these. I would say slow the movement down, do a slight pause at the bottom and a slight pause at the top if you can, and just really stretch out those traps. And yeah, man, I love shrugs. But yeah, easy 3 sets of 8. And with that being one of our shoulder workouts, we supersetted it with a machine shoulder press. Once again, these are all very simple movements. We just really trying to focus on volume in this. I was just really trying to focus on volume in this workout and just getting really good contractions. And one thing I like about machine movements is that you can really, you know, it takes out a lot of your, it takes out a lot of the extra muscle. So here I'm really just focused on the shoulders. Unlike a barbell shoulder press where I have to focus on a lot of the core engagement, glute engagement. Here I'm really just focusing on keeping my chest high and moving all my power through my shoulders. And to finish off the workout, we did some arm work. My arms are pretty much taxed at this point just from all the compound movements. So I only did 1 set of each, but you can see right here I'm looking for the working weight I need. I haven't been to the gym much, so I'm not as familiar with all the weights, but I think I found maybe a 60 pound, if I had to guess. I don't remember what weight that was, but I'm pretty sure it's a 60 pound. And I did this workout, which is called partials and fulls. And so for what you want to do on this is do 50% of your rep range partial, so a half rep, and then 50% of it should be a full rep. So I did four reps halves, or 4 rep partials, and then I did 4 reps full, and that was the bicep workout of the day. I did that 4 times, and then I supersetted that with some tricep dips. And these were body weight. Once again, my triceps were already taxed, so I just wanted to burn them out with some tricep dips. And one thing you want to note here is that when you're doing dips, If you want to focus on the chest, you're gonna want to do a forward. You want to have a forward lean. But if you want to focus on the triceps, you want to get more of an upright position. So here, I'm pretty upright, and I'm going down slow and controlled, and then I'm coming up, exploding out the hole. I'm really burning out those triceps. And yeah, that was the arm workout portion of the workout. Pretty easy. And once again, I try to keep these movements very simple, easy to pick up. So if you do decide to try this, let me know. If you need any tips, you can always shoot me a DM on Instagram. If you found this video helpful, make sure you share it with a friend. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Support your boy. Check out part 1 of this vlog, and check out all my other videos too. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.